July 14, 2022, it was the time that I came to the same live stream and I announced early access for Zapp, an online editor for building Flutter applications. And today, 25th of August, again, I came here to proudly announce that Zapp now is in public beta, which means you can go ahead to zapp.run and start building your Flutter application. I came here online again to talk about what we've done in the last 1 month and a half, probably. We've been overwhelmed with the number of requests and improvement and bug fixes and all of those, people who joined in early access preview release program. Perhaps you've been one of those thousand Flutter developers who joined and helped us to improve and enhance Zapp.run to make it better for everyone in the community, not just yourself. I'd like to thank you for helping us to making Zapp better. All right. So, with no hesitation, I would like to bring up my editor, Zapp.run, and I want to show you what we've done, which is the highlight of these public beta. And it was requested. Most of these features which I'm going to talk about, were requested from the community, and we listened to you, and we implemented and deployed. So now when you go to Zapp and when you go get it started, this time you don't need to log in, you don't need to sign up. There is nothing like that. So you can very quickly actually come to the editor and start building. And this is, in fact, one of those enhancements that we've made. So the initial loading time right now has improved. The analyzer performance startup has improved. And in some cases, from 30 seconds to 1 to 2 seconds. So it's a massive improvement. So let me go through some of the highlights of Zapp. The first thing that it was requested from many of you who joined early access was an possibility to add downloading dependencies or adding dependencies via Git. And we already add that. So what you can do right now, you can simply come here and say, in fact, I want to just download Flutter, Rivapod, and you can now say Git and give it a name, like the URL of the Git. Let me just copy that right now. I just have it open. So then you can refer to the branch, like for example, a master, and then you can even have a path. In this case, because this is like a monorepo, you can say, well, packages, Flutter, Rivapod. That's it. So now you are able to add any dependencies from your Zapp. So for your project. So another thing that I want to show you is perhaps this was another this feature, like adding asset, was another um, request that we've received, and so many of you have shown us that you really want it, and we added that right now. So what you can do, you can simply go and upload that. First of all, by default, the Flutter default template that we have, we already added asset folder here, so you can add anything here. In fact, you can see that this logo now is loading from asset to prove you that it's working. I can just go here and show you this is a code that we've done. You can drag and drop as well. Let me just quickly do one thing for you. I can just drag and drop something here, and I can just simply come and change this to something else. One of the other features which many developers have asked us to do in fact, was the live preview. And we implemented a live preview where you get a unique URL, which is here right now, and then you can open it in like any browser to get a live preview. So let me just do that quickly for you. So when I open that, you see the app is loading. An interesting things that we've done is the loading time of these live preview. You look at that when I opened, it was pretty instantly. So you see the preview very, very fast. So go ahead and check out this unique URL and share it everywhere. It's very useful for if you're using any type of routing packages, if you're using deep link or anything like that, this is going to be handy. And while for the maintainers, authors, and author of packages, one of the features that we've been working very hard to bring it live was an ability to embed a Zapp. So now you have this possibility where you can go to share, go to embed. You can start actually embedding your project. So while you can play around, you can say, I just need a preview, perhaps, or maybe an editor, maybe both of that. Or you can change the theming, of course, to match your template. That's also something that you can change as a parameters if you want to dynamically change that. Do you need a lazy loading stuff or not? So, well, something to think about. So you can disable or enable that. And you can copy this iframe, or I just copy this URL to show you that it's going to work. So I'm just going to go and open a new incognito and an embedded version and see that is almost instantly loading. So then you're going to get your editor and you can embed now this application into your documentation or anywhere on your website where you want to show some kind of demonstration. A great feature that you should probably take a look into that. All right. So, and we have done also another change in Zapp right now, where many of you, if you are following us since the early access, we had a button here said save and build, two different buttons. But now we changed the flow a bit because it was a little bit confusing for some, based on some feedbacks. Therefore, now what you can do, you can simply do what you want and click on run. And in fact, what it does, it just saves the project and then build it. So, well, something that you should probably uh, use it. Well, you will use it anyway, because that's the way it works right now. I've been talking about the performance improvement and I've shown you like how it works. Well, it's now Zapp in some cases is like 20, 30 seconds or even more faster. So we're still working to make that even faster. So we're not even satisfied with this. So stay tuned with more updates. So what I can tell you right now, go ahead to zapp.run. Let me just go there and start building your prototype or anything that you wanted to do with Flutter in your browser with our online editor, Zapp. All right. We just announced our recent blog post, which is published a few minutes ago before this live stream. So definitely, I encourage you to go through this through this blog post. Sorry, so you can go to Invertase, go to blog, and that should be the first one right now, where you can go and read what we have done. We've done more, so where you can read on our blog post. But I want to highlight a few things here. The first and the most important one is that if you have any question, we're going to have a Twitter space. In fact, the Twitter space will be in my Twitter account. And you can join us and ask your question live, and we'll happily answer if we can. We're also open to listen to your um, feedback in our Twitter space. Another thing that I wanted to mention is that we are now hiring. Zapp is going to be a great free product, in, like, at least for time being, for Flutter developer. So we're looking for someone who wants to work with us on Zapp. Now we published a new job posting in our website. Go to careers and you will find technical lead Zapp, and you will learn more about what we are looking for. I will be happy to work with you definitely as my colleague. Join us. Um, so we last time in our previous blog and announcement, we've said that we want to have full transparency of what we are implementing. So therefore, we built Zapp public board. You will get a link in our blog post. You can go here and check it out, where you find all the issues, feature, whatever we planned in the backlog and in progress, and whatever it was deployed and completed. If you are seeing, or if you have any like feedback here that you want to give, like a thumb up or anything like that, so maybe you come to this board, check it out, and let us know which one you want to be prioritized, to be implemented. And of course, if you want to send us a feedback, you can do that from Zapp. Just simply go to Zapp and you have send feedback button under your hand, simply on this dot menu, and then go to send feedback. And well, it redirects you to our repository, zapp.run under Inventories Organization on GitHub, where you can open your issue, your bug request, whatever you have, where you want to share with us about Zapp. We're happy to see more of these issues on these repositories. And all right, one more thing that I want to highlight: Flutter Vikings, one of the biggest conferences in world for Flutter community, is around the corner. In fact, in 6 days, we all, the Inventis team, will be in Oslo for Flutter Vikings. Make sure that you are checking our booth if you are coming in person. If not, if you're an online user, make sure you're checking our activities and the swag that we're going to give away because of this conference. We are also proudly and sponsored Flutter Vikings. Therefore, we're going to be there for sure to support the event and, well, of course, be with you, the community. But one thing that I want to mention is, well, here it is, the new Zapp public beta, a big conference. What could be better than making a competition? We combined both and created a competition. We named it Zapp Vikings Competition. So now you can actually go to our blog and read about it. In fact, you can start doing whatever we said in the blog. You can start building your application with Zapp from today, 25th of August, 22, until 5th of September. So you still have time, like about 2 weeks, to participate into our campaign. You will definitely check out our blog and read more. But I want to highlight that we have two categories with very nice prizes to give away. So I think it's kind of worth participating and building something with Zapp. The first one is if you're building a game in Zapp. Therefore, you're going to get what? The first place, second, and third, and up to 10th place will receive prizes. You might be one of those people who is receiving this. The first place will get one of these VR headsets, or a gaming headset, or maybe a nice, colorful keyboard gaming that you want to have on your table. If you're building a general app, you will get up to 15 people will receive our swag, including The first one, a Google Next Hub Generation 2 or Google Next Audio and Next Mini. And many of you who are participating, we're going to send you our mascot. So stay tuned. We have a lot of swag to give away. Participate, send us, submit your project that you've built with Zapp, and hopefully you'll receive one of those swag or one of these prizes. And last but not least, if you're on Twitter, make sure you're following us with Zapp underline handler. You can also follow Invertase, which, of course, we are behind the Zapp product. So follow us. We have more updates and cool products for free that we're going to let you know later. And you can also find us on YouTube, where probably you're watching us right now. Make sure you subscribe. You can find us on LinkedIn. Make sure you are following our page. We're going to update you on different circumstances. And also, in our blog, we have a newsletter. I would love to say that we're going to send only monthly newsletter, latest update and greatest updates. So therefore, make sure you are subscribing to our newsletter. Hopefully, you're not missing any of our future updates. All right. That was it. I am so proud of what we've done so far for Flutter community, particularly, and for open source ecosystem by building these products. And I hope that you will join us, test it out, enjoy it, let us know what you think, and I'll see you in the next live stream.